Hello. Today I'm going to be playing my one of my newish originals called Foggy Lullabies. And yeah, in once I've done the song, I'm going to talk a bit about how I went about writing the song and making it. Because yeah, I'd like to help other people out there who want to write songs. So this is called Foggy Lullabies. It slipped your mind. You forgot what it's like to be alright. Shallow surfaces, they shine her light. At night, your chest so tight, and that's alright. 'Cause Foggy Lullaby's gonna be like that sometimes. Second time set sail. Got tired of waiting behind those waves. Know your fellow lands, they're not for sale. They'll grow, just take it slow. 'Cause you already know. 'Cause Foggy Lullaby's gonna be like that sometimes. Standing tired and tall, looking back on the world you thought you know. Ready and let go, leave it behind. Time flows, light starts to show. Just know you're not alone. The Foggy Lullaby's gonna fade in their own time. Foggy lullabies fade in their own time. Foggy lullabies fade in their own time. Foggy lullabies fade in their own time. Alright, so that was Foggy Lullabies. And yeah, I haven't written any new songs in a long while, so I guess I wrote this like 3 months ago, maybe even longer. It was inspired by a friend of mine. She's a poet. She's called Cosmos, and yeah, she showed me one of her poems, and one line in there had the words "foggy lullaby," and I asked her if I could borrow those words to write a song about because I don't know, it's really powerful. I find just the words "foggy lullabies," and it's so cool because she's a very talented poet. She can put just two words together and it was really emotive. I'd never heard someone say foggy lullabies before, so yeah, I thought that was really lovely. So that inspired me to write a song called Foggy Lullabies. And I usually find it really hard to write a song with any intention at all. So even if I say to myself I'm going to write it with this title, I usually struggle. But I've started to get better at that recently. So I'll start with the guitar part and then I'll go on to the lyrics because I really love the guitar for this. It's really simple. So this is kind of for the guitarists out there, so feel free to skip, I don't know, like 5 minutes or something if you're not a guitarist. So I've got the cap on the 3rd fret and the bar chords on the 10th fret, so it's kind of like an open It's like an open D. And I'm just changing the bass notes. So that's an E, and then an A, and then a G. And yeah, I just like, I honestly can't remember how I got to that guitar pattern, but I think it had been brewing for like at least 6 months beforehand. That kind of dum, 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 dum. I really liked it. So I don't know where that came from, but you might notice when I play the song, I do a very slight variation on it. So this is the normal. So I play the bass note, and then there's like a little weight, and you fall into those 3 notes. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I just love it. And then sometimes the variation, which I only do it a couple of times, but actually, I don't think other people notice it, but it gives me goosebumps when I do it. It's so small, so subtle, but it's like so it's, I don't know if you noticed it. So usually I'm going dun, and those 3 notes are very quick afterwards, but then sometimes I go, so there's no bum, no quick playing, it's one after the other, quite slow. It puts like a nice emphasis on it. I don't know, for me I absolutely love it, and I only do it a couple of times, so I don't think it's necessarily impressive or something that anyone else notices, but it makes me feel good. And that's pretty much the whole thing. I plan on, like, when I record it, having like a solo in there, maybe like a violin or like a soft guitar. I just change it a little bit. Just tiny things like that. But yeah, it's pretty much that all the way through. My phone's saying storage low. I've noticed this is getting up to 10 minutes. I'm going to try and keep this to 10 minutes. So we'll see what we can fit into 10 minutes. I'll upload that. And then if anyone's interested in more, just let me know. So the first verse, we'll go over the first verse anyway. It slipped your mind. You forgot what it's like to be alright. So as soon as that first line just came out, I remember like I was just like writing away. I was just playing the guitar notes and seeing what came out, and when that came out, it just felt right. I was like, yeah, that's the first notes. And I realised that I wanted this to be a song for people when they're in a rut, when they're feeling low, and they've forgotten what it's like to just be okay, and they think that it's just normal to not be okay and to not feel alright, not feel happy. I think we've all been there, and if you're fortunate enough to have someone, a good friend or someone you love, to remind you that that's not all there is to life. It's kind of, that's why I want to be to someone play the song, so that I could be that to people listening to the song. Slipped your mind, you forgot what it's like to be alright. So that's kind of setting the scene. Shadow surfaces, they shine her light at night, your chest so tight. And that actually took quite a few revisions. Shallow, that's what came out originally. Shallow surfaces, they shine a light. And like so many things are going on in my head, but like the imagery of just, sometimes when I'm feeling low, it's like I can't sleep, so the moon shining bright outside, and I'm worrying about kind of shallow things. The surfaces thing, I don't know where it came from, but it kind of gave a texture to the words, which kind of sounds weird, but shallow surfaces, they shine a light. So it's kind of like I was imagining the moon shining a light, but then those words came out like the shallow surfaces are shining a light, which is kind of, I don't know, it felt like words which people can take meaning from. I guess it's vague. Shallow surfaces, they shine a light at night, your chest so tight. I mean, I've heard so many people talk about when they're anxious and stressed, they feel that tightness in the chest. For me, it's more of a burning sensation, but for the person I was imagining sing this to, they get a bit tight-chested. And then finishing the verse, but that's alright, because I guess another thing is like when someone's having a tough time, just be told it's okay to feel shit and to feel anxious sometimes. Okay, we're at the 10 minutes, so Foggy lullabies gonna be like that sometimes. It's just how it is sometimes. Just to remind you that even if you're feeling shit sometimes, it's just how it is sometimes. That's not all there is. I'll leave it on that note. Cool. If you enjoyed, feel free to like the video and definitely leave a comment if you have any thoughts on the song or if you'd like to hear more about it. Bye.